Hi everybody. Yes, I have a blemish right here. That's real life. I know I've been away from the camera for quite some time. I've just had a lot of stress. Um, I was contemplating quite a lot, excuse me, whether or not I should make this video. But I thought it was really important and something that I think should be really discussed. So I composed myself, hopefully enough, to make this video. So I'm gonna try and not make it too long and ramble. I don't want to get crazy on you guys, but long story short, my sister and my dad both have breast cancer. We have what you call BCR1 and BCR2, which is a gene that's passed down from generation to generation through, it's basically very common in Jews from Europe, European Jews, which is us. And so we were planning to move back down 500 miles to my family and, you know, be with them. They're getting treatment. Well, my sister's not, but I don't want to discuss her information without her consent on the public video. But we've been looking for places to rent, which have been really hard. My parents were going to rent with us because things are so expensive, but my mom is being too picky, and then we decided to rent some other places, but they all fell through. And so John is losing his job anyways, so we thought it was a good opportunity for a new start. So we found this place. I cut the story short. After all the 4 places fell through, let me tell you, where we're moving, or hopefully, I don't know, but it's very expensive. And so we found this place that's $1,450 or something for a 1-bedroom, and they have $1,000 deposit. So my mom was helping set up all the information for us because it was next door, and she gave us such a hard time because we were not able to fill out the application in person. So my mom said that we should fly down and fill out the application and sign the credit check, and then fly back. But I don't want to spend that $100+ to fly down there and sign something and waste that money if I'm not sure that I'm going to rent there. So after a long hassle, she finally agreed for us to have the information sent. And so she sent us an application. And then she was asking me for service dog, because this place is exclusively no pets allowed. So I have a service dog, and he's a legit service dog. I cannot stay home alone without him. Excuse me. This is not an act, by the way. I'm truly upset. So she called my mom and said, I need service dog. The word she used was, sorry about that, guys. My storage was full. So, because I have some other videos in here that I was going to post about lunch talk, but I need to edit them. I try not to edit my videos too much, but I did them in separate segments, so I just need to string the videos together. And the reason I try not to edit my videos too much is because I want you to see real life. I want you to see the mistakes, and I want you to see that it's never perfect, but you're still capable. And so, back to my story. The lady, landlord, was asking for service dog credentials. And I don't even know what that means. Okay, so I guess what she was asking is a service dog certificate. Now, the ADA, which is the American Disability Act, is different from the FHA, which is the Fair Housing Act. Now, the ADA is for when your service dog's in public. Now, the FHA is for when your service dog is in a housing situation. So, I assume she was asking for a certificate, and I guess what happened, I'm assuming, is what happened is somebody gave her a service dog certificate, which, by the way, there is no such thing as a service dog certification, and all the ones that you buy online are not legit, not real, fake, and you can just register your pet. And I guess somebody gave her that certification, and she thought that it was legit, and she thought that now it's a requirement due to the no pet housing allowed, that she has to have this. So I explained the law to my mother that what she is asking for is illegal, and I have the law sitting right in front of me. I looked it up on the .gov website, and it said, I also asked on Facebook pages for service dogs to help look up the information to make sure that I was looking up the correct information on the correct websites, and that what I was looking at is legit before I deal with this lady. Now, I do have a certification, not because I have a fake service dog. Let me get this straight. I have a registration, a certificate, because I get a lot of problems due to the fact that I don't look disabled. I'm really not physically disabled. Well, I am, but you can't see it, which I'll talk about in another video. But I seem completely normal. I was raised completely normal, etc., etc. So I have that certificate because it shuts people up, and I don't have to do a lot of explaining, which bothers me very much. So anyways, I guess I could have just sent her that and it would have been good enough, but I didn't want to make it harder for other people and whatnot. So I told my mom it was against the law, and I had the law. I sent screenshots of the law where it said that she can only ask for a doctor's note if she asks for anything at all. And that was not acceptable to her, and that was not acceptable to my mother, and they did not believe that this being true. Now, I don't want to spend $1,450 for this baloney, and so that's really expensive. Well, we are moving into an expensive area, but that's besides the point. If we rented there, John was saying that she might spend an entire year looking for reasons to evict us. We sent her all the information, and she will not believe that this is true, that she cannot ask for what she calls service dog credentials. So whatever that means, and she's not following the law, and I don't want to get any organizations involved because, well, it's too much of a hassle for me, because if she does rent from us, then this is over my head, and I'm still spending more money than I wanted to spend for this much of a hassle. So at this point, 4 places for us have fallen through. So this would be number 5. And I just can't take it anymore. So we were just going to comply with her request, send her the thing, and call it good. But I don't want to do anything illegal, even if she does accept it. I don't want to make it harder for other people who are more physically disabled or mentally disabled than I am when they try to rent there. And I know that if I don't get this resolved, this lady may at some point get sued because of what she is doing. Now, I'm not naming anybody. I'm not, naming the apartment complexes or the area, because I don't want people to go and attack this woman. I just want her to understand she is being she's literally putting the hammer down. I'm mad now. I spent a long time crying over this because my folks called me and yelled at me because we didn't choose this apartment like it's our last choice. Yes, it is our last choice. Yes, we can sign another 6-month lease here. Do we want to? No, we were trying to create a better life and spend time with our dying family members. My sister may have 18 months to 5 years left. If she gets a treatment for her cancer, she will have a maximum of 5 years left. If she doesn't get any treatment for her cancer, she may have 18 months. My dad couldn't walk because the cancer ate portions of his bones and his legs. I need to spend time with my family members, and this is next door to my parents' house. And then I figured John would get a better job doing the things in the film industry that he went to school for and that he loves to do. He's been doing a job that makes him very unhappy because he's trying to support us. And I just want to be closer to my family while I have the chance to be with them. And she's giving me a hard time and being illegal. So, anyways, I could just comply and send her my service dog registration, which is not a legit thing according to the law, and she would just accept that. But her application, she's asking for paycheck stubs, which that's typical. She's asking for how much we make, which is fine, which I do get disability. So I don't make enough on disability to do anything on my own, and it's non-taxable. But she doesn't, because disability is direct deposit, she wants my bank statements from the time I started getting disability. And she wants John's tax returns. This is a freaking more than a job application. This is more than anything I've ever seen. The rental application, first of all, we're 500 miles away, and she refused to allow us to fill out the application not in person. She says everyone has to fill out the application in person. How long is that going to take? The application is 4 pages long. Why do you need a 4 freaking page application? I'm sorry, I don't curse, but I don't know if I'm mad or if I should cry. My parents are yelling at me because I'm not choosing this rental, and I don't have the choice. I'm not the one that goes to work. I stay home with my child. I'm on disability and I just want a place to live. Why do you have to give me such a hard time for my service dog? I proved with you the law. You have a freaking 4-page application. I know the thing is John was saying, the apartment is in an area where she can be picky about it. But you cannot go against the FHA. The Fair Housing Act allows me to live there without you asking for a fake certification. And I showed her the law to my mother, and they both are not following it. I don't know what is going to happen at this point, but I'm getting yelled at because I am not complying. What? I'm not going to comply and do something illegal? It's a pain. And what if we went down there, filled everything out, and then she said no? We filled out another application for a rental next door. And it turns out, ironically, her niece is the landlord there, and she denied us rental because we make 2 times the amount of rent, but she wouldn't allow anything less than 3 times the amount of rent. However, she said she was still deciding for 3 months. 3 months. These people, I feel like their whole family is just a pain in the butt. I have a child. I have a family. I can't sit on edge for 3 months waiting for you to make up your goddamn mind. Now, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. But I'm here. I have a service dog. I'm legitimately cannot stay home alone without my dog. I will not know if the smoke alarm goes off. I will not know if my microwave or my timer's off. I cannot hear my phone ring. I cannot answer my front door without my service dog. So, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to turn? Comment down below what your opinion is. Comment some facts. Comment if you've had any issues with access and what you did. I don't know. I just figured that this was very important to post because I know a lot of people have these issues and don't talk about these issues. There may be some YouTubers, or lots of them, like the Drew Lynch, who has the YouTube dog vlog, who talks about his access issues, etc. I just want, we have equal rights. Took a long time to get equal rights for blacks and whites together. And I know it's going to probably take a long time for people to have equal rights for disabled and non-disabled. What do you consider disabled? Comment down below. Technically, I don't really consider myself disabled, as I've never seen myself that way, as I've been raised completely normal and able-bodied. But I cannot do some things the same as other people. I cannot have certain jobs because I am missing a good portion of my hearing. So there is that. And according to the government, I am disabled enough to receive disability, which is not enough to live on at all. It's not even enough to rent a studio in the baddest area in all of California. So, yeah, it's really frustrating me, and I don't know if I should just give up on this apartment and keep looking. However, if that's the case, we may have to just stay here and not be with family, because we were going to give our notice in February and be out at the end of February. But if we're on a cliff here, we can't, we can't just be on a cliff. I have a kid and I can't be on edge, and he needs security, and I don't want to get to the end of the month and have to leave our apartment and not have a place to go. So I'm just frustrated. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys I'm not gone. I'm still going to be making food videos. I'm still going to be making other videos and health videos. Look out for that. I am going to be making shirts and for food habits. That will be coming out soon. So I'll let you guys know on that. And I'm not crying anymore, so maybe I should go take a shower and wash my face and go see if my kid's done with his nap and get on with my day. I'm just frustrated because I haven't really had any issues with access issues at all, ever. So I just tell people he's a service dog and that he's there for hearing assistance, and that's the end of that. This apartment complex where we live didn't even give us any problems at all. They didn't even ask for doctor information. I mean, they can, but they're pretty lenient here, because they don't allow dogs over 25 pounds, but there is a lot of illegal service dogs here, and my dog has been attacked by them, but that's another story. Yeah, so let's start a discussion in the comments. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go give my dogs a bath. Bye. Okay, guys, I know I said bye, but seriously, I just got a text that John sent the application over, and apparently that's not enough. Something is missing, and we sent her the service dog certification that she asked for, which I know is not legal, but I don't have time to fight with it. I've had 4 places that failed on me and fell through, so I just need this quick fix. So we sent her all the information on the application, and that's still not enough, and she's not accepting it. Now what? I don't want to give up because I feel like all the places that are in our price range are 1 to 2 year waiting lists, or I can't do anything because I'm not in person. This is like ridiculously ridiculous. Let's see. Yeah, and apparently, I just looked at the text. My mother has everything to give to the landlord, and it's not enough. What do? I need a place to rent, and I don't have that much time. I'm freaking out. I'm not having a panic attack. I'm not going to have a panic attack. I've never really had like a huge panic attack, but I'm just frustrated, and I don't know whether to cry or whether to be angry, or I just want a place. It doesn't even have to be a nice place. It's temporary. Just need a place that's going to accept my application and my service dog and my family and not give us a huge hassle. I don't know if I should continue to talk about this because it's just making me very upset. I guess that's it. So for real this time, I'm going to go. And apparently, like, according to my mother, I'm reading the text here. Apparently, to my mother, it says that if we want this place, we have to be more committed and that we're not serious enough. Am I not serious enough? I've given you all the information I filled out. 5 pages of application with the paycheck stubs, with the IDs, with the copies of our taxes. I've given you service dog information that's not real, but you won't rent to us unless we give it to you fake because you won't believe the laws. What more do you want, lady? She's already asking for $1,000 deposit on a $1,450 apartment. What else can I give you? You charge too much, number one. You are doing illegal things and will not believe the real law. I have nowhere else to rent and I'm running out of time. You're just making me mad. I don't know what else to say. So, I'm done. This vlog is over. That's it. This is not bloopers. I wanted to come on here and say this again. I know I said I'm done, but I keep rehashing and rehashing over this because I don't know what to do. This lady is now asking for the last 2 years of tax returns. I have not done taxes in 2-3 years. John doesn't want to give the lady his bank account number, which she might have asked for on the application. Is it even legal? Comment down below. Is it legal for her to ask for 2 years of tax returns? I didn't know that they asked for tax returns on a rental application. Comment down below. That's a question that I had, which is why I wanted to come on here and ask. 2 years of tax returns. Is that legal? Comment down below. I guess that's all that questions that I had. So, yeah, now that I'm done crying and I've composed myself, I'm not mad anymore, I'm gonna go have some lunch. Yeah. Let's hope this gets resolved soon. Because she's been giving us the roundabout, and apparently we're giving the roundabout according to my mother because we're not complying. I don't know. We've been complying, apparently. Yeah. And she's saying we have to go by the list. And I can't deal with this directly. If my mother says if I don't do exactly that, I cannot. I don't know. I'm not going to fly down there, fill out an application and then not get the rental. What am I supposed to do? Opinions, comments, laws, information, everything down below. What should I do? Well, I guess I'll get out of here and stop bugging you guys. I just wanted to make a rant because I'm mad. So hopefully the next video is nice and positive. At least you got some smile at me. Yeah, fake one. But whatever. I feel a little better now that I got that out of my system. So, yeah. That's it. Bye.